Welcome to Michigan International Raceway. We're finally back after 2 months taking a break, and we have a driver change. Drew Mayfield will be the 19 car, and since he is now a rookie, that will now mean that he will have 12 points because he missed every race. So because of that, he'll only get a point, 12 points. Hmm, 38 of Elliott Sadler. He is gonna be actually in the position Drew Mayfield is in. Let's take a look at the points. We're going to take a look at the point standings. Brian Vickers, he is starting on the pole. He has 159 points. 10 points back is a 29 of Kevin Harvick. Then in third place, Jimmy Johnson. He's only got 135 points. Kyle Busch, not too far back. He has a total of 132 points. Jeff Gordon in the 24. 131 points in the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. with 128 points. The 10 of Scott Riggs. 126 points. And 01 of Reagan Smith. 125 points. 43 John Andretti with 116 points. Matt Kenseth, 115 points. 38 of Elliott Sadler now. And the 0 of Ward Burton. Elliott Sadler, 38 with 114 points. Ward Burton in the 0, 111 points. He's only 1 point above the cut line. Then you got Michael Waltrip, 110 points, and Mark Martin, 110 points. The 18 of Bobby Labonte with 106 points, and the 9 of Casey Kane, 105 points. Greg Biffle, must-win situation here, 90 points, and the 44 of Dale Jarrett with 90 points. 45 of Kyle Petty, 89 points, and the 21 of 21 of Ricky Rudd, 78 points, and Elliott Sadler, Jeremy Mayfield in the 19. It's hard to say if he's going to be eliminated or not. We only got a couple more races left before the chase. 6 races left before the chase. He's most likely out unless if he wins some races. 25 points for a win, then 19 points for second place, then last will get 1 point. Let's get this race underway from Michigan International Raceway. Since Brian Vickers is the points leader, he'll go first, but first let's take a look at the rules. So, say I push the 25 around the track. He lands right here, I'll take him off where he lands. Now if push the 29. If he gets to the rear corner panel of the 25, now that will count as a pass. And if it was a restrictor plate, it would go. If he was all the way out here, and if it was a restrictor plate, he'd go back there. But since it's not, he can be far back there, and the leader can be up here. It don't matter. Now if a car comes off the racing surface, any random reason, I go there, a lot of times they'll come off in the banking. That will count as a DNF. Now if he runs to another car, that will be a DNF. And multi-car wreck, 2 cars will be involved. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get this racing underway from Michigan. Since Brian Vickers is the points leader, he will go first. The 25 with a good run, he is the leader. Next car up, 29 of Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick will get around Brian Vickers. Can Kevin Harvick get, I think, his 5th win of the season? Actually, Kevin Harvick is looking to get his 3rd win of the season. Brian Vickers, he's got the most wins, with 4 wins. Now Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson in 3rd. Next is the 5 of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch will be right behind Jimmy Johnson, his teammate. So far, only one position change since they've gone green. Kevin Harvick has the lead. Brian Vickers 2nd. That's really the only position change so far. Next is the 24 of Jeff Gordon. Oh, Jeff Gordon will get around his teammate Jimmy Johnson and Kyle Busch. Next up is the 8 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will now take the lead away from Kevin Harvick. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to get his 3rd win of the season. Next, the 10 of Scott Riggs. Scott Riggs will get around the 5 of Kyle Busch. Next is the 01 of Regan Smith. Oh, Regan Smith comes off the track, makes contact with Kyle Busch. Those two are done for the day. Regan Smith hit Scott Riggs and Kyle Busch. That is a 3-car. That's a multi-car wreck with 3 cars involved. First DNF of the day. Ooh. Next, 43 John Andretti. 43, pretty slow. He is in the rear of the field. Next, 17 of Matt Kenseth in a new car, new paint scheme for this race. See how he does. Matt Kenseth, pretty slow. Next, the 38 of Elliott Sadler and his new car. Let's see how he does. He will get around the 43 of John Andretti and Matt Kenseth. Only a couple more cars left. Next is a 0 of Ward Burton. Ward Burton will get around the 38 of Elliott Sadler. Almost came off the track, it looked like. Next, the 15 of Michael Waltrip. Oh, Michael Waltrip, he almost spins out completely. Right now, he is in last. Next is the 6 of Mark Martin. 7 cars left, and Mark Martin will get around the 0 of Ward Burton. Next is the 18 of Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte will get around the 15 of Michael Waltrip. Next is the 9 of Casey Kane. Oh, Casey Kane comes off the track. Oh, man. After further review, the 6, the 0, and the 9 are all out. Next is Greg Biffle in the 16. Greg Biffle will get around the 17 of Matt Kenseth, also his teammate. Next is the 44 of Dale Jarrett. He will get around the 18 of Bobby Labonte and the 15 of Michael Waltrip. Only 3 cars left. Either Dale Jr. will get his 3rd win of the season, or Kyle Petty, Ricky Rudd, or Jeremy Mayfield. Kyle Petty, dead last. Next is 21 of Ricky Rudd. Oh, Ricky Rudd looks like he almost wrecked, but he will get in front of the 45 of Kyle Petty. It's either going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. or Jeremy Mayfield. It's not going to be enough. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will get his 3rd win of the season. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins at Michigan. He is 3rd in point standings, 153 points. Kevin Harvick in 29. Second in points, 169 points. 25 of Brian Vickers, 178 points. Jeff Gordon, 149 points. Jim Johnson's ahead of him with 152 points. 1 point back from Dale Jr. 38. Elliott Sadler, 130 points. 43 of John Andretti, 131 points. 1 point ahead of Elliott Sadler. 16 of Greg Biffle. This race really hurt him. He's got 104 points. 17 of Matt Kenseth. He is in the chase as of right now, 128 points. 19 of Jeremy Mayfield, just 24 points. He's making his Cup Series debut. 44 of Dale Jarrett, 101 points. 18 of Bobby Labonte with 116 points. 15 of Michael Waltrip, barely made it into the chase with 119 points. Chase isn't starting yet, but right now he is in the chase. 21 of Ricky Rudd with 86 points. 45 of Kyle Petty, 96 points. Here's our DNS. I believe this is the most DNS in a season. Well, in a race, I mean. 9 of Casey Kane, 111 points. 0 of Warburton, 116 points. He was in the chase coming into this race. That's 6 of Mark Martin, 114 points. 01 of Reagan Smith. He's got 128 points, barely in the chase. The 5 of Kyle Busch, 134 points. And the 10 of Scott Riggs with 127 points. The next race is at our first road course. And the only road course. Then Daytona Auto Club, Indianapolis, Michigan 2. Then Bristol for the final race of the regular season. Then Richmond, Dover, Kansas, Talladega, Charlotte, Martinsville. For a round of 8, Atlanta, Texas, Phoenix, and Homestead. This should be very interesting. With only 6 races left of the regular season. Yeah, 6 races. It's going to be hectic. They're going to be battling for every single point they can get. Hope you guys enjoyed the race at Michigan. We'll be going to our first road course next week. If you guys enjoyed, we'll be back.